Hello, Anne, and anybody else who might happen across this video. I am Tracy Tootle. This is the Project 3 for Fashion 320 Textiles. This is an analysis of fiber blends and ads that portray that. I have 5 different ads to analyze, and then I've come up with a blend of my own and an ad to show that. Okay, let's get started. My first ad is a Penny's ad for the Wonder blend of Dacron and cotton. This is 65% Dacron polyester and 35% cotton. This is a fabric. This is, they claim, cooling, comfortable, wrinkle resistant, and machine washable. This is good for travel wear, play wear, and work wear, primarily spring and summer. Now, I found that the technical property terms for this blend is that it has a nice drape. It is resilient, meaning it doesn't wrinkle. It goes back to its original shape. And it is strong, so strong you can wash it in the machine. Now, the reason for the blend is the cotton is breathable, and the Dacron polyester is what helps it easy to care for, wrinkle free, don't have to iron it as much, and that is and was very attractive at the time. This is from the 1960s, this ad. And this was in a Woman's McCall's magazine. I do have to say that I ran into some trouble, a couple trips to the antique mall and a trip to Barnes & Noble to find some of these ads. They don't all have percentages, but I know that you said one was okay, which is my next one. Doesn't have a percentage, but it does talk about a blend. The next one I found in this 1953 home building, home improvement magazine, and this is for Olson Rugs. Olson Rugs started this program where you could send in your old rugs or carpets. You could send in clothing, old upholstery fabrics, and basically they said anything, and they would take it and they would shred it and sterilize it and merge it and card it into new wools, respun, re-dyed, and rewoven. These rugs were reversible, meaning that you could wear it kind of down on one side and you could flip it over and use the other side. They were sculpted, so they had a high loft and a good pile. They were called luxurious. They were cohesive. There was a cohesiveness by the re-wearing process. There was compressibility and loft, like you could walk on them quite a bit and they'd bounce back up. This had to do with the way that they rewove and re-energized the wools. Now there's mystery fibers in there because people could send in their discarded clothing and they didn't specify that it had to be wool. So you were getting what they called seasoned wool. Now the blend purpose for this was obviously to recycle and take care of waste, which was great. This is 1953 that they are already thinking about this. And this is also a way that they could slip in these other fibers. I'm sure during their process they found out which fibers could work with this and which couldn't. So there was probably a lot of polyester in there. And they used what was called a broad loom, which they manufactured, meaning wall-to-wall size. It was a huge machine that was doing this. So yeah, that was an interesting ad to find in 1953 of repurposing, reclaiming old rugs and discarded clothing and such. Okay, next ad I found came out of Salmon Trout. Let's see, get the name of this. Salmon Trout Steelhead magazine. This is a real interesting one. What I noticed between so far the ads and the next couple of ads, which are appealing to women, this one is appealing to men. And the terms that they use to sell their its fishing line, their product, they actually use more of the technical terms of the property, fiber properties. So these are, here's the ad. 4 different kinds of fishing line here. This first one here is a copolymer, and that's actually in our textbook. It's composed of 2 or more compounds, which is a polymer X plus another compound W. So there's can be different blends of this. This one, the copolymer, is used for torque, strength, and abrasion resistance. Those are all of our property, fiber property terms. So they don't need to jazz it up or change their vocabulary. They're getting very technical. There's another one down here. It's used a fluorocarbon, which is also in our textbook, a little in the later chapters. But this is for water repellency and invisibility. They want this line to disappear in the water. There was also another blend called a CFX fluorocarbon, also for invisibility and abrasion resistance. Now, obviously, the blends are clear. They want different characteristics in these. Some people want more torque. Some people want more invisibility. So you get your blends that you're going for whatever you're fishing for. And so I thought this one was kind of straight ahead. They used the fiber terms already for me. I didn't have to try to translate. And yeah, I thought that was an interesting ad to find fishing line blends. Next is the luxury fabric called Vicara. Vicara. Vicara is at this time called a new fabric. It is a woolly protein textile fabric made from a corn protein called zein, Z-E-I-N. This is especially used in blends. They don't state what the other blends are, but they have a few different products they're using this in. This is a woven dress. This is a knit dress they're using it in. This is my favorite here down these little boots called the Kickerinos are lined. So it's a plushy version of this. One hint that they are blending with this other fiber is like a man synthetic fiber is it's coming from Virginia Carolina Chemical Corporation. So to me that kind of is a flag that yes, they are blending something not natural in this. Their terms that this provides is comfort, softness, beauty, there's an aesthetic, easy care, endurance, luxurious, and wool-like. The wool-like is very clear in the plush lining here. The nice drape of this woven version and this knit version. So these properties, these show resiliency, drape, denseness and loftiness, elasticity here and texture. And we have 3 different versions of the texture. So this was kind of a new thing at the time, new fibers they called it. this using the corn protein Zane and blending it with other fibers. They, again, don't give me the percentages. Now my last one, and I hope you can tell what this is. We don't see them what they call them, something different nowadays. They call them, you'll see these in Spanx and control wear, and they call these girdles. This is a 1962 Warner's girdle. This is nylon and uncovered lycra spandex. It is good for holding in, is what they say. What I appreciate is their little quote, "Never forget this truth," is what they say. Great shapes are made, not born. I think times have changed a little bit. The properties that I noticed in this are flexibility, elasticity, elastic, elongation, and strength. And why did they add in this blend is not just to fit a form, but to actually mold a form. So shape wear, contour wear. We're still seeing some of this to not just hold you in, but to actually move your waistline and shape your hips. And there's a lot of science going into that. So this was the Warner's 1962 girdle, and it was a blend of nylon and lycra spandex. Again, didn't give me the percentages. Those are the ads that I analyzed. And the final thing that I have is my own ad. I am not an artist. I came up with something that is a blend of sample 39 Sunbrella canvas and sample 206 DVE light. Now, Sunbrella canvas is already a blend of 50% recycled Sunbrella and 50% virgin acrylic. The DVE light is something that they created and trademarked. It is, I have come up with water spats based on the old turn of the last century spats that men would wear over their shoes. These are a waterproof shoe cover that you can slip over your own shoes in 3 different heights, and they are comfortable and they protect the shoe. They are waterproof. And I said, save your shoes from the season. Water repellent, comfortable, highly functional, and snazzy. In union with Sunbrella canvas and DVE light, we have created a waterproof and confident shoe protector, the Water Spat. So that's my little ad. I think that was it. I think I covered everything. I hope I did. That was a lot of fun, and thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye.